a 2, a 3, a 4.
We are Movie Menu Reviews, the podcast that don't die, or doesn't die. Today's menu,
I like that don't die better.
Yeah, that don't die.
Yeah.
On today's menu, we'll be reviewing The Dead Don't Die and Men in Black International. Welcome, ladies and gents. I'm Dan the Man Muñoz, host of Movie Menu Reviews, your weekly movie news and reviews podcast.
Yay!
Live on Facebook, or if you're listening to us on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, SoundCloud, or wherever you listen to podcasts, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Joining us today, we have some special guests. That's with an S, especially since Z's not here.
Ooh.
We have Dakota Noot.
Yay, me.
Yay! And returning, Christopher A. Velasco. Welcome back,
Yes.
Chris, and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having
Dakota.
me back.
Also here, because he won't die, or he doesn't die, or he don't die, is my co-host Mike Stan.
Yay, thank you.
Coffee.
We'll get, yeah.
Chardonnay.
So don't mind me, I'm just adjusting my mic.
Okay.
So we have quite a few movie news to cover as my microphone keeps going away. There we go.
That was good news. Let's move on from there.
And we're done.
That's the news I wanted to announce. And now moving on. So we have a couple of movie trailers that we all watched together that we will go ahead and discuss. The first trailer we're going to just talk about is Dr. Sleep, based on the novel by Stephen King, but also kind of based on Stanley Kubrick's version of the film as well. What did you guys think about Dr. Sleep? That is directed by Mike Flanagan, who, if you remember, also did The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix.
That makes a lot of sense because the trailer has the color palette of that TV show. And
family drama, history.
Trauma, yeah.
Yeah.
It looked a little boring to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm hoping they bring back Jack Nicholson for some reason.
Really?
Somehow.
I don't see how they would.
I don't either.
Unless they do a
I mean,
CGI version of him.
Yeah, because he retired
Because
from acting.
He don't need the role.
He don't need the money.
But yeah, so Ewan McGregor is playing Danny Torrance.
Okay.
So what did you guys think about Ewan McGregor being the adult version of Danny Torrance? Do you guys follow The Shining? Or are you guys fans of the Stanley Kubrick movie?
Of course.
I watched it on TV. Like, it was what? I'm just kidding. Yes, I am.
Yes. Mike, are you?
Yeah, I love The Shining, Stanley Kubrick. I think, I'm looking, it looks like they've blended like the style of the original into this sequel. Yes. So, and I imagine they're going to be paying homages to the first one as well, or Kubrick's version, I should say. But I'm looking forward to this.
So, fun fact, only for maybe just for me because I'm nerdy like that. So Mike Flanagan had the idea to do an amalgamation of both the film of the original Shining and the novel. So it's gonna be like not 100% to either. It's like a combination of both. And when Mike Flanagan, he went to Stephen King to ask for permission for this, and then he went to Stanley Kubrick's estate as well to see if they were okay with it, and they both signed off on it, saying that the script itself was amazing. So
cool.
Oh, okay.
I am looking forward to this because already it's in itself the people gave their blessing to Mike Flanagan, and I actually really enjoyed The Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
So I have high hopes for it.
I hope it doesn't turn into like they're trying to make it a horror film. Just make it a ghost story because I think that's what the original Shining was a ghost story.
But that's Hill House though too. Like,
yeah,
that's the style.
Yeah,
which is true. I guess that would be like a. Though, have you guys read the novel of Dr. Sleep? Because they introduced something, and I don't want to ruin it for you guys because it's not really like a spoiler, but it kind of is because you've seen those people in the trailer.
Yeah.
You know what those people are?
Which
The
people?
people whose eyes glow.
Oh no.
Okay, I won't give it away then.
Okay.
Wait,
We're not going to read the books.
I kind of have an idea because the way you're just explaining it, I'm like, do they have a gift?
Yeah, they don't have the Shining.
Okay, that's what I was alluding to.
No, yeah. They are another supernatural being.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, why not?
So that's part of the novel series. So,
Is it ruining the story to say what kind of being they are?
well, have you noticed that they gather around this little girl and then they
Yes.
start to like absorb her, right? Because that's you can see from the trailer.
Well, I could. It looked like while that's happening, Ewan McGregor says that they've been murdered. So, like, based on the trailer, I assume that they murdered the little girl.
Right now, do you?
Okay.
Okay, I feel like I'm dancing around the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. We can leave it at that if you want.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll leave it at that. Just that those are being introduced. Those people are being introduced into this film that
Okay.
were not originally in the. I don't think were in the regular novel.
Oh, okay.
So just be aware.
Okay.
So
I'm down and I'm brown. Let's keep it. Let's go.
Let's keep it on. Let's keep it going.
Let's see it.
The next trailer we want to discuss is Ready or Not. This film comes out in August. It's like a combination of, I guess, The Purge, but inside one person, like You're Next, and
That's what I was thinking. It reminded me too much of You're Next.
in a good way or a bad way.
I don't know because the color palette seemed the same to me. It was very orange, and I think I saw.
You're very on like a color tint. Like
I know, I'm
Come
sorry.
on, art school.
I know art school really messed me up.
Can you tell that he just got his master's?
Don't go to art school. But yeah, no, I just reminded me too much. And then that whole idea of like getting people together at a dinner. It's such a that's like a new thing right now in horror films. Is like I think I'm seeing like the dinner
I don't
party.
think that's a new thing.
Well, it just seems
Yeah.
like now they're just like people are just making that.
Like
film.
it's a trend.
It's a trend now.
Having dinner is a trend.
Having dinner is a trend. People are starving.
Well, when will dinner stop being a fad?
The dinner host, the parasite.
That sounds like a good title of the movie. The Dinner Host.
Well, I'm just thinking, and I know Dakota's gonna hate me when I say this, but like the idea of the dinner host, and I read some theory about like the dinner host parasites and that whole like the country rat, all that stuff. So thank you, Michelle Sayers. Yeah, so it's like it just reminded me too much of that, but the trailer did look fun.
Oh, the two trailers, it was the more exciting one to watch.
Yes, because there was a
Yeah.
little bit of like humor, a little camp, and some like blood and gore, and I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah. The director, they did VHS.
Ooh, which one though?
Yeah, that's
The-
a good
the-
question.
Yeah.
That's a serious question. Which one?
The first one.
Okay.
Well, one of the co-directors, he did.
Okay.
He did the first VH1.
I prefer part two.
Dale-
VH1? VH1?
No, I'm sorry, VHS.
We're watching Drag Race
He,
now?
he created VH1.
Yeah.
No,
You create all the reality dating shows.
Flavor Flav. He did Southbound as well, which wasn't that good of a movie, but it did look like a fun. It did look like a fun movie.
I think he.
Oh.
I think he lost him, Dan.
Oh no, Southbound is not the. I'm thinking
I know-
Southland Tales.
Oh.
I haven't seen Southbound.
Southbound. I know what you're talking about, Southbound, but Southland Tales?
No, that's not the
Okay,
one.
because I was like, wait, what?
So I also got a sense of a little bit like Cabin in the Woods, a little bit in the sense like there was like she had to pick a game to play, and the one that she
Yes.
picked
And
was
they had to kill her.
yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did you guys ever see People Under the Stairs?
Of
Yes.
course.
Like, I'm just hoping it goes in that direction.
But you see that movie, well, yeah, because People on the Stairs is like a racial, it's like about race and whatnot.
This is white on
And
white
cla- and
crime.
class.
This is white on white crime. This is every like, ooh, you don't want to get into that, but it's gonna happen.
I know it's like a non-controversial purge, I guess.
But then it runs you to Get Out too, because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just like dinner, and then the rich family are gonna go on a hunt. It's like okay.
Yeah, okay, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
As I'm watching and I'm looking at the Get Out poster, that's why it just reminded me of that.
You're like, it also reminds me of
The
The
room.
Room.
Did you say Gumby?
And Gumby.
Gumby's the real killer.
We're just looking at things around the room now.
Yeah.
For you listeners who can't see what we're doing. All right, so So are we looking forward to both films or like, eh?
I'm looking forward more to Ready or Not.
And what about you, Dakota?
Yeah, Ready or Not seems fun. Doctor Sleep doesn't even have a good title. I mean, I know that's the book one. I don't know.
It just didn't grab me at first.
Yeah.
Maybe the second trailer they release, I will totally do it.
So I actually am looking forward to both. I think I'm going to enjoy Doctor Sleep more, but I think Ready or Not would be a lot of fun to watch. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to both films, but I do agree. Doctor Sleep is an interesting title for the sequel. So, but then again, I had never read the books, so
I think
maybe it makes perfect sense for the readers. I don't know.
I think people are gonna get mixed up with Doctor Strange.
Maybe.
You know,
this is not Benedict Cumberbatch.
He should be the
It would have been more
Were you
confusing.
just voguing right now?
No,
Yeah.
I was doing the magical things.
But also
they could do.
voguing.
And voguing. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. On that note, let's move on to our movie reviews. Moving on.
Movie menu.
So, the movie we're reviewing is The Dead Don't Die, and we are doing a spoiler review of this
Spoiler.
film. I have not seen this film, so I shall just say this movie is worth Danny watching theaters, take out way to watch at home, or leftovers, get bitten by a zombie, and be forced to watch this film like a mindless zombie. This film is directed by Jim Jarmusch.
Jim Jarmusch.
Jarmusch?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard Jarmusch, but sure.
This is already a fight.
You're wrong.
No comment.
It stars.
No comment.
How do you guys say it?
I think it's Jarmusch.
Is it Jarmusch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I guess it's
Bam, bitch.
So who gets one? I guess it's Jarmusch.
I'm staying
Okay.
quiet.
Yeah. Stay safe.
I'm just gonna smile.
Don't die, Chris. It stars Bill Murray, Adam Driver, and Tilda Swinton, and a slew of other actors. It's a big cast. Here's the plot.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's the real plot of the movie. Seriously.
You got it, Dan.
A peaceful town of Centerville finds itself battling a zombie horde as the dead start rising from the graves. So, again, I have not seen this film, so you guys will give your spoilerific review. Go ahead and spoil it because you guys say that there's probably not a lot of people that are going to watch it. So, audience, listeners, you have been warned. This film will be spoiled. So watch only if you've seen it or if you just don't care about the film.
They shouldn't care.
So on that note, let's rate this film. Dakota, as you were vocal, go ahead and go first.
Yes. So
We want to get
And a quick
yes.
and a quick reminder too. So dine in, watching it in theaters, takeout, wait and watch it at home, or leftovers, just don't bother at all.
So give it one of those 3 ratings.
it's like Leftovers, like you'd watch it on Netflix, like doing laundry kind of rating.
That's takeout.
That's
takeout.
takeout?
Takeout? Yeah, that'll be takeout.
Okay, this could be takeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris
Takeout.
and Mike.
Yeah, takeout as well.
Oh, 3 takeouts. What a boring review.
Including doing your laundry. Well,
Or like, for example, or just have it on the background while
Are you taking a nap?
You're taking a nap, or you're making a creature at home.
A creature at home.
Don't be inspired by this movie, though.
It's not very inspiring.
No.
Well,
No.
Tilda Swinton was good,
I think the
Well, Tilda Swinton is good in a lot of things.
yeah,
she played herself though.
but she should
Oh,
play
s-
herself.
Oh,
I think the real star of the film was actually Adam Driver.
yeah. I agree with that.
He took it as serious as he knew this movie would be.
Well, he worked with the director Jim Jarmusch, Mike,
Okay.
on Patterson. So he's already had a
Yeah,
working relationship with him.
But Bill Murray said it even in the film, I have done so much for this guy. And it's true. But Bill Murray was like,
He phoned it in.
he phoned it way in compared to
Would
the-
you guys agree with that statement that Chris made?
I think Jim Jarmusch phoned it in.
Oh my God. That's kind of true.
Jarmusch.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
So, I can't blame anyone else. So this film is kind of like in the same vein as, not Yoga Hosers.
Tusk?
Not Tusk.
Oh God, not that
What was
piece
the
of
one
Red
after?
State?
No, what was the film right after Tusk that Kevin Smith did? Was it Yoga Hosers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
it's
was-
it's like a trilogy he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
So.
it was the same vein as that. of just like very like not taking itself seriously at all. And I could see how like it could lose most of its audience with that, where like it breaks the wall so much to the point where characters are like acknowledging that they're in a movie, you know.
Well, it happened a couple of times, but not throughout
So
the whole film.
like it breaks the fourth wall,
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
like Deadpool, or not as Deadpool.
Uh,
No, not good as Deadpool.
Like
Not-
Deadpool and Ambient Deadpool.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, literally.
well,
like
there-
Xanax coma.
there's multiple. There's a couple of characters that break the wall.
and I can confirm that Yoga Hosers was after Tusk now.
Okay.
God, let's not mention Tusk ever again. That
Tusk
piece
had
of crap.
more of a plot though than this movie.
That piece of crap movie.
It still had a plot.
Did it though?
Like things happened, action happened.
I
It
don't
rose
know.
and did. There was a
I hate that
villain.
movie.
There's more of a structure to Tusk.
Well, this one felt like Dead Don't Die felt like it was trying to be a movie, and then it just went south like real quick. And then the whole like idea of why the
Wasn't it?
zombies
Didn't it
coming
take
up,
place in the South? I'm just kidding.
It felt
No,
like
it's
it,
like the Northeast. Like
no, because it felt like they were in Atlanta, and I go, oh, they're doing the what is
What,
it?
The Walking Dead?
The
It was-
Walking
it
Dead.
was
No.
called. It was called Centerville, USA.
Centerville.
Oh
So-
God.
So it's supposed to.
But you could tell there was reference to other horror films. I noticed immediately.
Did they
well,
try to do
even
like an
said
homage
those.
to
They spelled
Romero?
them out.
They spelled out.
Literally, if you didn't get it, this is our reference.
Yeah, like if you see a visual, something visually happening, then they spell it out for you. You're like, oh, of course.
The one interesting thing in this film versus other ones was like there was no blood coming from the zombies,
Which
It was-
I appreciated.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? There's like a dead body. Like it wouldn't be fresh blood. It would be like powdery, and it was, you know. So I was like, okay, for as
So
goofy
Jim
as it
Jarmusch is more scientific than comedic.
Oh yeah.
Got
Yes,
obviously,
very
yes.
scientific. Or like fresh donor. Sorry, I had to do that for Dakota. But yeah, like having blood, having dust instead of blood made more sense to me.
Yeah.
As if a zombie just came out of nowhere from the ground, it's gonna have dirt, not blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, okay, but like, if we're gonna go the science route, like the bodies should have been more decomposed if they're coming out of the graves.
Yeah, that's a good
Like
point.
Iggy
too.
Pop looked good.
Yeah, and that says a lot. That says a lot about
Because he
Iggy
never
Pop.
looks good, even when he looks alive.
Like, ooh.
Hey, I think Iggy Pop is attractive, and I say that, and people are gonna judge me.
And
I
let's
don't
hope
care.
he's watching.
Yes, Iggy
Oh,
Pop.
he's a big
Yeah.
fan.
He's a big fan. Yeah. No, but yeah, like it just some of the like and yeah, then when the zombies actually killed people.
So let's go into the actual story of,
Sure.
of the
Yeah.
film,
Yes.
whatever story there is. So Bill Murray and Adam Driver, they play like sheriffs or cops
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, yes.
So how do we know how the zombie apocalypse starts? Is it a zombie apocalypse?
Yes.
It's caused by polar fracking.
Oh my god.
There's an
Which-
environmental message.
Yeah,
Yes.
which causes the Earth to get.
They're not
tilts.
helping us situation.
No, the way they're explaining is that like bipolar fracking or whatever it's called, it tilts the.
That's
the-
really what they say. It's fracking.
Yes.
Yeah, but what
Wow.
are they getting from the polar caps? Like more ice for their drinks? Like
Yo,
I didn't get that.
No, they're saying like it's helped businesses and money and helped jobs, and you're just like, what? And then it just gets really preachy after a while.
It was very heavy-handed in its
Yes.
in its political messages.
Like we're all zombies on our phones and going, which
yeah.
you're just like, really? You could have just done.
Thank
that
you
with
for
a-
being a zombie and watching this on your phone.
Yes, as I have my cell
Or listening
phone
to
here.
us on your,
I have my
phone.
cell phone. I'm looking.
Keep watching.
which is actually the message of the very first Night of the Living Dead. So
Pretty much.
just not as
Well, no,
heavy-handed.
technically the first that was for Dawn of the Dead.
You're right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Dawn of the Dead.
You're right.
Because Night of the Living Dead was for mob mentality and
Yeah.
racism.
Yes.
But anyways, going to continue.
Yeah, but basically that we just explained the whole movie.
So how did the other characters relate into this film? Because it's an all-star cast that
Some
this
of
film.
most of these actors I felt just needed a paycheck.
They didn't tie any of the characters in. Like some storylines, like with
Chloe
the kids.
Sevigny.
Chloe
Sevigny.
Yeah, she
Steve
was
Buscemi.
she was like acting not of herself. She was just like, okay, I'm gonna just be over dramatic and cry every 5 seconds, which I was okay with.
Yeah.
But everybody else was like, why did you have that character? Like,
Even Selena Gomez has acted better. So it's
yeah, she
like-
was she actually did a really good part in this. And,
Wow.
and then she dies.
I think
was like,
yeah. What was it? What was the what was the title in the trailer? It's like the biggest ensemble cast ever dismembered or something
like that.
Something.
And I
that
think,
true?
That's like their career was dismembered probably for this movie.
Their careers will survive.
Like, yeah, because there's one example where Adam Driver and they're in the car and they're talking about, and Adam Driver keeps on reminding Bill Murray. He's like, what is it?
This is gonna end badly.
This is gonna end bad. And then he keeps like, why you keep saying that? He goes, it's in the script.
Yeah. And
Like that was in the script.
And then Bill Murray says, "You got the whole script?"
Yeah, and he goes,
Yes.
"I only got the script, like the scenes with you." And he goes, "Oh, I got the whole thing." And then, out of fucking nowhere, which I'm not surprised, a fucking alien ship showed up.
Are you serious?
That was actually a good part of the movie, though.
So was this supposed to be like a modern day version? Because people have been hearing that it's actually one of the worst films ever made. And do you think it's like
It's not Plan 9.
It hasn't
Plan 9
earned
from
that
Outer Space?
title.
It's not there.
No.
do you think it's
It
trying
has
to be
not.
like that aesthetic type of thing? Where
No.
it's like it's out of
No.
nowhere.
It's trying to take
Or
itself too serious.
Manos or
Manos Hands of Fate?
Faith?
No.
Yeah. No? It hasn't gone there?
That's a classic.
That is a classic.
Well, he's following Only Lovers Left Alive, the director with it, where he took like the vampires. Now he's taking zombies. I think he did more with his previous film with Tilda Swinton.
Yeah,
Now, do you think his next movie should be with werewolves?
Oh God.
I'm surprised there was no werewolves in this film too.
Because he's talking about aliens
Yeah.
already too, right?
Yeah, we could have like a True Blood, kind of a reunion or something.
A
True Blood
cinematic
was-
universe?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It was. This
Well, at least he didn't say Twilight.
Twilight was better.
Twilight was
Yeah.
actually better than this.
Wow.
Although this had like homages to other horror
Yeah.
films, I wouldn't even
Call it homages?
I don't know if I could even call it a horror film. Really,
It's not a horror film. No.
It's not like it's not even like you would think this is like a horror comedy maybe,
Yeah.
but it's
No.
not even like it's just a very very dry comedy.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
Is
Yeah.
that even campy, like over the top?
It
No,
is-
no.
That's true, because then you guys would have probably given it a dine knowing you guys.
I mean, it's over the top in how non how
But not funny it is?
how
Yes,
no and,
yes.
and how little the characters react to the situations.
Yeah,
they're
they're
in.
just so like
It's-
banal. It's very
How
banal.
It's kind of-
unrealistic
it's
of how it
kinda-
is.
Kind
Yeah.
of like in the same vein as like maybe like the Napoleon Dynamite kind of humor, where it's very like they're barely responding to anything that's given to them or
Yeah.
anything that's happening. And I think
Yeah.
that's the kind of humor that this whole film has. And if people don't like that kind of humor, they're gonna check out very quickly. And this is not I wouldn't call this a horror comedy. So you might get that vibe based on the trailer, like to think that this may be something kind of like Zombieland or
Shaun of the Dead.
or maybe
yeah.
or Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
yeah.
It's not even near that.
Yeah, I thought maybe I was hoping this was going to go more in like the Planet Terror route, where it was going to be like over the top and goofy, but it was still going to have like a fun plot line to follow. But I feel like it just like it just keeps falling apart as it moves on.
And then they had like every chance to play the title song throughout the whole film.
Yeah,
which
which-
was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it just like, oh god, that fucking song.
it was a joke that was used
Here you go,
probably.
this guy.
I know.
It was used about 5 or 6 times
Yeah.
in the
And
the
then
film.
there was a CD about it.
Okay, that was a cheap song to license, like not
Yeah.
calling out the singer's career, but they weren't paying a lot for that song.
Shade.
so in the very very beginning you get this song called the Dead Don't Die, and it's like a country song,
Yeah.
and you get it in the beginning, the
Like,
opening
opening-
credits,
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
opening credits, and then immediately after you get Adam Driver listening to it on the radio,
Yeah.
and then Bill Murray says
Selena Gomez listens on the radio, and then she
Yes.
gets a CD and plays it, and then
Yeah.
Adam Driver gets a CD and they play it again.
yes, yeah, exactly. So it's
And they played again at the end of the film.
See, they try Jim tried to break the rules of comedy guys in 3s. They're like, no, comedy's gonna be in 5s, bitches. You take that.
Yeah, pretty much. I felt like, ugh. This movie was so dry. It was like dry when you're trying to have sex with somebody
I thought
with
it
no
was
lube.
trying to be like Fargo-esque though too. Like
No.
there's a small town hokey dryness a
Yeah.
bit, but it didn't do anything with
But
it.
like you
Kinda
said,
like-
there's no story.
Fargo's great.
It was dry in the same way that like the Twin Peaks small town dry humor.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
it had that same like David Lynchian kind of thing, but it had no like interesting, bizarre, crazy stuff to kind of counter.
And the characters were not liked.
You say that, and yet there was zombies and aliens, so that's kind of says something about the film.
No, but the characters were not.
That
likable.
was like the one okay moment with the aliens. That was it.
There's actually like
so a part of me is like, are you guys just fucking with me? Or is this
No. It shows up and you're just like, what?
Maybe it's more interesting to hear people talking about it than to actually watch it.
Yeah,
it is. I'm actually having fun listening to you guys talk about it.
We suffered for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I even fell asleep for you watching this film.
I stayed awake, so I suffered.
Thank you, Dakota.
You're the real MVP.
You are.
I'm brave.
So on that note, I think I'm going to rate this a takeout, wait and watch it at home. You guys, we didn't mention this, but because you guys are a guest, you guys earn a point.
Yay.
And every time you guys earn a point on our show, we say yay. But also you get the more you come back on the show, if you get up to 10 points, you can do a segment of whatever you want that's movie related.
I got to experience this before, and I remember how coveted these points are. And I'll tell you this, audience. Dan is ruthless about them. So
not anymore, because we changed the rules.
Okay, good. Because the last time I was here, it got testy.
Me, Mike, and Z cannot earn points anymore. Now it's only our guests that can earn points.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, because after a while after a while it turned out I would be the only one that would win. And I was always the one coming up with segments, and I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm doing all the work, so now we're gonna let the guests do the work for us. So now you guys can do the work.
That's what happened.
So on that note, let's move on to the next movie review.
Movie menu.
Next movie reviewing is Men in Black International. Directed by F. Gary Gray, written by Matt Holloway, Art Markham, and here's the plot. The Men in Black have always protected the Earth from the scum of the universe. In this new adventure, they tackle the biggest threat to date, a mole in the Men in Black organization. Starring Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, Emma Thompson, and Liam Neeson. All right, guys. So I, again, did not see this film. My bad. Sorry. But depending on your spoiler-free review, so this one, no spoilers, please. I shall decide this movie is worth a dine-in, watch in the theaters, take out, wait and watch it at home, or leftovers. Get the memory swiping mechanism to forget this film ever existed. So on that note, you guys also now have a chance to win 2 points if you sway me to go with your review. So on that note, rate this film. Chris, you go first this time.
Really? Do I have to?
You do.
Oh, it's a tough one, but I'm going to say take out, watch it at home.
Nice. Mike, you go next.
Take out as well.
And Dakota.
Dine in. Why not?
Yeah! Yeah!
As he's wearing his Dark Phoenix t-shirt.
I have no taste.
Yeah, literally.
That's okay. Some would say I have no taste either, so you're already the underdog that I'm pushing for. So let's go ahead and talk about this film. So they rebooted this. Is this a reboot technically, or do they make references to Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones from the last?
They do.
They do make references.
So then it's technically a continuation, because that's always something that I was unsure about this film, because they never really covered it in the trailers if it was a brand new reboot or continuation. So I have to ask, how does Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth do in this film? Is it similar to Thor Ragnarok? If you saw Thor Ragnarok, where their chemistry in that film was hilarious and fun, do they carry that on in this film?
A little
Really?
bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more over the top. Definitely with like Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's been more like shirtless.
There's only one shirtless scene in this film, which
like one semi-unbuttoned scene.
That's it. I was very disappointed.
Mike, were you disappointed too?
It was like, the I think this would have been great if they would have gotten Taika Waititi to direct.
Ooh.
That would have been an amazing.
You know what? Yeah, you're
trilogy,
right.
you know?
I think so.
Yeah. Now, F. Gary Gray is the director of this, and he's better known for Straight Outta Compton. He did a Fast and Furious film.
Better films.
He just Set It Off.
Oh my God, yes.
Friday.
Oh.
So he has done comedy before.
Yeah.
But I guess
no. No.
I guess
He just needed the paycheck.
Yeah, he probably
It wasn't bad.
That's true. I haven't seen it, so
It was fun. It was
Yes.
a very fun movie.
It's what you call it, Dakota, a popcorn movie.
It was
Yeah,
totally a popcorn film.
It's formulaic like any of the superhero movies this summer. I mean, you can see where it's going to go, how it's going to end, but it's solid and delivers on what it is.
exactly.
Compared to Dead Don't Die. Still better.
So in that sense, how are the rest of the cast in this film? Now it goes internationally, so they go to London. Now in the original films, they mostly stayed in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see multiple parts of the world, or is it
Yes.
mostly just London?
No, they go a little bit more around different parts of.
There is a part
Europe.
in the trailer where I guess they go to the desert
Yes.
and then they do this machine, this gun or whatever, and create like another Grand Canyon type of thing.
Yes.
It's like a one-off thing. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a joke.
That was like
that's
the
what
day
it
of
is.
shooting for that.
Yeah. It's just like it's like this would be funny.
And
Yeah.
how are the alien creatures in that? Because that's something that was fun in the first one. Where
They're
the
not
special
used.
effects-
They're not used really well in this film, actually.
What's that little alien Kumail Nanjiani?
Yeah, it was. It was
Yes.
Kumail
Okay.
Nanjiani.
Okay.
He was funny in this, but they didn't use a lot of the aliens like they did in the other 3 films. Like the aliens are not a part of the supporting cast; they're just there. That's what I felt.
Like they're more background than
Their
anything.
background, yes, because they're so focused on these 2 characters, which is Chris Hemsworth and Tessie. Like they just were so focused on them.
Did you call her Tessie?
Tessie or what
It's
was
a
it?
Tessa.
We're making up a name right
I'm
now.
making up a name. I apologize.
It's Jarmish. I'm telling you.
I am sorry
I
if
thought-
you're
I-
watching this.
I thought you were like you guys were homies, and you're like, yeah,
I know,
yeah,
it's like, what's up,
Tessie.
Tess?
Someone's going to be a fan of her.
I know you're gonna get some hate mail now. I'm sorry,
Not from the Westworld fans.
but yeah, it just felt like they were so focused on like the humans than they are with the aliens and whatnot. I felt.
But he was having sex with some interesting monsters.
Oh yeah, he was a hoe.
That's true. He was kind of like what's his name? Zach Brannigan.
yes.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
kind of like
Or like Star-Lord. Star-Lord was having.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more interesting than Star-Lord because
Okay.
he's
like
not
kind of like
Christian.
That's with like the hot alien babes.
Yes, yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
William Shatner. That's a good reference.
Yeah,
yeah.
So having sex with aliens is okay.
yeah. I'm for that.
Yeah, interspecies romance. Just kidding.
It's
Extraterrestrial,
Yes.
extra time. So how was Emma Thompson and Rebecca Ferguson, Liam Neeson, all the rest of the cats that were not the leads but the other human characters? How did they do?
again, they were so focused on the main characters that the other ones are just they show up here and there and that's it. And you're like, oh, I forgot that person was there.
So in their comparison, then, because Chris Hemsworth is basically the Tommy Lee Jones of this franchise, and
Yes.
then Tessa
Yeah.
Thompson is the Will Smith.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Kind of. I don't know. I mean, because she's straight laced, though. Like, okay, in terms of personality, it's kind of a flip with that.
Good point. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true because the other Chris Hemsworth was cracking jokes more.
He's more of the Will Smith in terms of like the flavor, the comedy, all of it.
and and what's her name?
She was like the,
Yeah,
the
she was serious.
uptight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't want to love.
She's the same in terms of like just being the rookie, and the same as Will Smith was the rookie.
So that's
But
that's how you continue a franchise. You do the same thing but revert it, or something.
Yeah, but you see, like
Yeah.
at least with the first film, Will Smith's character, he still had a mouth. He was still very like sharp and quick and witty. Whereas this character, again, she was the rookie, but she was just kind of bland. Like she was so, kind of like, like she just was so wanting just to be there, and then she's like realized she's over her head.
Now, this is like
Yeah.
you mentioned Dakota, a popcorn action film. How is the action in this film? Does it look cool? And how were the special effects?
Pretty solid. Yeah. I mean, again, I saw Dead Don't Die after it, so like this
So
movie
this is
deserves an
great.
Oscar.
Actually, that's true. That's what happened with Mike watching Godzilla and then watching the other film that we reviewed. What was that movie?
It was Rocket Man. Yeah,
Oh, Rocket Man.
I saw Rocket Man, and then I saw Godzilla right after.
Ooh.
And during Godzilla, I was like, Godzilla's god awful. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the special effects are good. They're clean. But there's some parts where you notice like, ooh, green screen.
It is like a Marvel movie though. Like it's not like amazing, but just like solid.
Yeah.
And they do like I don't know if it's shown in the trailer. I think it is where they do like a Thor reference as well.
Oh yeah, that's like a small
they-
hammer.
He
Yeah.
picks up a small hammer.
Oh yeah, there was so many references. Just like in The Dead Don't Die, there's references to Star Wars.
But these references were a little better.
Yeah, that's true. That's
To
true.
Star Wars?
Yes.
Oh, it's a totally different studio doing this movie too. Interesting.
Yeah, I remember
in The
that
Dead Don't
in
Die,
The Dead
yeah.
Don't Die.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's why I said there's.
because of Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
Yeah.
it. I see.
Yeah. It's one of those like. Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah, even the other two people in the theater who saw that reference are like, yeah, and we're just like, oh god.
How was that, Dakota?
they laughed.
They laughed hard. Yeah,
Yeah, like, gosh, I still dream about it.
but yeah, even when we saw the Men in Black first today, because we did back to back, we saw Men in Black and then
We should have done it the other way around.
We should have did the other way around, but even again in the men and
The Men Don't Die.
yes, the Men Don't Die.
In Black.
In that film, like in the theater, there was only like 4 of us. I mean, we saw a 10:45 a.m. matinee. So
Wow. On a
that's-
Monday morning.
On a Monday morning.
Yeah.
That says a lot. How I wanted to come be prepared to talk about this film that I didn't care about.
Appreciate it. Hey, I gave you the choice.
I know.
You could have seen this one or Annabelle.
Wait, we had that choice?
Yeah, we did. We did, but then I realized.
I was lied to.
No, but yeah, like Men in Black, it's just, or Men in People, or what was the joke? They were just trying to.
The men and women in black.
Men and women in black.
Yes.
I thought they actually did that kind of in like a funny, cheeky
Yes.
way. Like there's women now. It wasn't heavy-handed, like
No.
Dead Don't Die and the whole environmentalist thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
So
still.
they kept the politics kind of out of Men in
Yeah,
Black.
they did.
like
They
okay,
did.
we have women now. Like haha, we didn't before. Let's keep going.
You know what would have been genius marketing is because they both opened the same weekend. If that alien ship would have been attacked by the Men in Black, like having a cameo in The Dead Don't Die,
That would have been fantastic.
You know what?
and there'd be like a cross promotion over like
It
both
would have made
films.
the whole film.
Tilda Swinton in this movie.
Yeah,
She shows up in the other one.
Samurai sword.
I
there you go. We made a better film on both films. But actually, Dakota, since you mentioned it, tell us something else that you really enjoyed about this film.
yes, Dakota. What did you
I mean, on the
enjoy?
spot. It was a movie.
That's correct.
I mean, it had a plot.
It did have a plot.
Okay, it was a little formulaic, but it did have a plot. Yeah.
What I really enjoyed was how we follow Tessa Thompson's character. I thought I really enjoyed that part, like where we get to see how she's discovering like the Men in Black. You get like a taste of that in the trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's going to be super fast, but they actually take their time with it, and I appreciated that.
Do you think that if people had never seen the original trilogy of Men in Black, that they would be lost to watching this film,
Oh,
or is it
no,
totally like
no.
okay, you
No.
don't need to
No.
watch the original?
No, they do. Yeah, you wouldn't be lost if you didn't see the others. They do give like a little bit of references
Yes.
with the earlier films, but it isn't necessary. So you'll still enjoy this.
What happened in the beginning where I was like, oh my god, they're ripping off Lilo and Stitch, or what? I said something
Oh,
else.
the creature. Okay, wait.
Yeah, you can say it's a creature.
The creature
Tarantuan?
Yes.
looks like
It
looks
did?
like
Stitch?
Yeah.
It looked like Stitch, and then
did, yeah.
and then her as a little girl, and then they had this moment together. I was like,
Oh, that's in the trailer, so it's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
it's like I was like, fuck, it's Lilo and Stitch.
She pretty much just said like Ohana means family, or like,
Yeah, the creature said
quoted.
something, and then she repeated it, and then we had this beautiful moment, and then it's like, and then
Did
it
you
cut-
cry?
No,
He did.
I did not.
I believe he did.
No, I did not.
I will always think that you cried in that moment now.
No,
Moving
no.
forward.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so I think that was like my oh okay, it's cute. Thumbs up.
So it's cute, but it's cute to watch at home.
Yes.
It's your-
I mean, again, I would have loved to see more of Chris Hemsworth almost naked.
Yeah.
Because that's why they put him in these films. He has that face. He has the body. He's fun.
Now, would you have wanted to see him as Fat Thor or a regular?
Dad Thor.
Ooh, that's a
Dead Bot Thor or
Ooh, that's like close to my
That would have
heart.
worked well with the role.
You know what? Both. Can I pick both?
you can pick both.
Yes, thank you. That dad bod. I don't know.
They're like twins or what?
They're
You're
twins.
going for it.
I'm going for twin. I want like a sandwich. you know?
Is it like Double Impact with Van Damme? Except
not a ham sandwich, a ham sandwich.
It's a ham
Hemsworth
sandwich.
it's like it's like regular Chris Hemsworth and then chubby Chris
Yes.
Hemsworth,
no,
and
thick.
then like a tag team duo.
Oh, extra,
God.
extra.
What, yeah. I remember Double Impact.
It's
with-
called Double Impact.
Yeah. Double. Anyway. But
So
yes.
on that note,
on that note, that's what my whole entire review is, that we just needed more naked Chris Hemsworth.
okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Very
So
fair.
I'm gonna give you
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Anyone else wants to give their final thoughts?
Yes, Mike. Mike.
How can you compete with that, right?
Come on, Mike.
I don't know if I can top what.
Yeah, I think you can.
I think you can. You know you want to. You could see another. You could see naked. What's her name? Who was
Tessa
the?
Thompson?
No. The drug dealer.
Rebecca
The
Ferguson?
arms dealer.
She was
alien,
boring.
the alien.
Yeah, the alien.
The first one
I think the second one.
which is funny because she didn't have like tentacle arms.
Right.
Yeah.
So she probably got some human skin. I don't know. You don't know
But
sometimes.
she
They
had
don't.
3 arms ready to use.
Yeah, they don't explain things half the time in this film.
That's kind of like Cabin Boy style with the 4 arms, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you
Johnson-
guys remember Cabin Boy.
Oh
Yeah.
God, of course I have.
It was a
I don't
great
think.
movie.
Have you, Dakota, Cabin Boy with Chris Elliott?
Oh God.
And he meets this like 4-armed god woman, and it turns out she's married,
Yeah.
and he
But she teaches them how to be a man.
yeah, she does.
Basically, have sex with them.
That should have been
Yeah.
That's the prequel to this movie.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because Chris Hemsworth is a hoe.
And that's where they got the 3-arm child in this film.
Yeah.
Her parents was Cabin Boy.
There
You know what? There you go. We solved all the mystery
Yeah.
for you guys.
All the movies are connected.
Makes sense.
It's the new.
It's
new.
See, this weekend it wasn't a slumping ground for movies. We just made it to a perfect fun film for a weekend of films.
I think so.
I think it will win an Oscar.
Which one?
All of them.
Our movie.
I think he met a Razzie, but that's
I think a Razzie. I think
it's
some
the first
Razzies
one
are going to
both.
be. I think The Dead Don't Die is going to have multiple Razzie nominations.
yeah. Who do you think's gonna actually
All of
win
them,
it?
everyone.
I
Bill
think
Murray for
Bill
sure.
Murray will get the best actor.
For Razzie, right?
I
Yes.
don't think
Yeah.
this is even on the radar to get Razzies though.
You'd be surprised.
I don't think it's on like the release, any of it.
You know what? You'd be surprised.
I think the actors are big enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be
it-
Bill Murray. I think. Yeah.
I'll tell the
On
story.
that note, for this film, you know what?
I'm sorry.
Dakota, you won me over. I am going to watch this in theaters.
Wow.
You get the
Yeah,
point.
Okay.
You could see it in 3D. as well.
Oh no! Don't.
I have AMC Movie Pass, or AMC A-List, whatever.
And we have to. I have to do one thing. Z, if you're watching, I'm very disappointed that you're not here. Very disappointed.
He's calling you out, Z.
I'm calling you out, Z. I expect more.
Stop being a bitch.
Anyway, love you,
So-
Z.
So thank you so much, guys, for being on the show. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
We must have you back.
Yes. I guess now for Annabelle.
Yeah.
Oh, Annabelle, yeah.
I would have been for that. Like, yeah, Animal Best.
Well, when
movie
is
here.
that coming out?
Next week. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I think like in 3 weeks.
Maybe. I know, because I know you want to see Annabelle, right?
Yeah, I have very traumatizing experience with dolls. Just kidding.
No comment. No
This should
comment.
be fun.
I was like, interesting.
Okay, on that note, I want to thank our special guests, Dakota, Noot, and Christopher Velasco for being on the show. You guys are artists. You guys want to talk about the artwork that you guys do?
No. I am traumatized. Speaking of traumatized, I just went through 2 years of hell at UCSB. Yeah, I'm going to say the name of the school. Got my master's, and I'm like, done.
Well, no more institutionalization for you of academic
teaches
work.
it.
Well, and so I got to teach.
Lovely.
Take my photo classes. I'll make you a better photographer. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Any shows? Any shows you're planning on doing soon, Chris?
What shows are we going to do? Because Dakota's my manager.
Oh yeah, I'm putting you in a show tentatively.
Oh, yeah, we are in a show right now.
Oh yeah, we're in a show at Angel City Brewery that Chris is in that I curated.
And there's booze.
Oh, when is that? Is that June 23rd?
No, it's been open.
It's been open.
Oh, it's been open.
It's open for Pride Month.
So you can go anytime now.
Yeah, and just drink and see an image of me in a dress.
And gentrify the art district. Just kidding.
The image of me in this show is me in a dress.
Yeah.
So it's like an every other day.
Pretty much
Yeah,
is every
casual
day.
look.
Because, it's like, it's my drag
Just
character.
follow you on Instagram. That's the art that you do.
Yeah, I mean, I should tell you about my new drag name.
I saw it, but go on.
Yes, my drag name is Crystal Camp Carrington. Let's see if they'll get the references in those. I know you guys got it, but anyway. Yeah, what else are we doing, Dakota?
And Dakota, anything you want to promote or talk about?
Yeah.
So, talk about. So, Chris, you do photography.
Yes, I'm a photographer.
And then
performance.
Dakota, if you want to
Painter, drawer,
and sculptor,
installation artist. Give me a
you
check.
both do performance artists.
We do performance together.
Performance pieces.
Yes, we
Do
did.
you guys ever go to Lace?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny.
I've helped out actually with the performance at Lace where I shot another guy with a rubber band gun.
And actually, one of my kids who I work with, one of my mentees is actually Getty the multicultural Getty intern right now at Lace.
Nice.
Shout out
Congrats.
to
Juan Severo, if you're watching this.
You guys should also talk to Ian McKinnon for Planet Queer.
Because we also know somebody else.
But we're not queer. We're not queer.
What?
We're not queer. Just
No.
kidding.
What's queer? Mike.
Happy Pride Month.
I feel like Mike is like excluded out of this.
Sorry.
Mike, Happy Pride Month. He's an ally, I guess.
Happy Straight Pride Month.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah.
Dakota went there.
He went there. Yeah, straight pride. I am. Look at me. I mean, I gotta do a shout out to the Burley brothers. If you're watching, I don't know if you are, but yeah, Burley brothers. Dracula, best thing ever for us because we love drag, but we also love horror and camp and filth and.
You guys go to Queen Kong.
Yes.
I've been to Queen Kong.
Yeah, I think I went once. And
they do their show there.
Yeah. No. Really? I didn't know that. Thank you, Dan.
No problem.
Thanks for
Anytime.
inviting us.
Yes.
On that note, thank you guys so much. We gotta have you guys back on the show for Annabelle or any other movies you want.
Yeah, you gave me the list, and I have to look again.
Thank you so much, Mike, as well, for being on the show.
I feel Mike deserves an award.
When am I getting my dress?
We should go.
Actually, we should
I'm
come up
just
with
kidding.
the next time you guys come on. You guys gotta think of a drag name for Mike.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Is it gonna be Tessie?
I think Tessie's gonna be in there somehow.
Tessie, Jermish, or
Yeah, I think there's some of that in there. No, we gotta get if we're gonna get a dress for you, we gotta get a dress for Z.
Yes. I think it was Z's drag name
Tessie
too.
Jarmusch.
I think that's your drag. Your drag name is Jamoosh. That's it.
Jermish.
Just Jamoosh.
Jermish.
That's it.
Jermish.
Yeah, there's no other names, just
Yes.
Jarmusch.
And you have to flip your hair a little bit when you say it.
Yeah, that's good. I could do. Yeah,
And it's like the ASMR is like. Yeah, I feel like Mike just deserves so much because we put him through hell.
No,
and
no,
he just goes along with our batshit crazy ideas.
And he also watched those movies.
Yeah,
like
which
we
is
did.
more than what I can say because I didn't see any of them.
Yes.
So again, let's do our rating because we are a movie podcast. The rating for The Dead Don't Die is take out, read, and watch at home, and Men in Black, I went for dine in, watch in the theaters. So we shall see. Let us know what you guys think of the show. The movies this weekend. Also, let us know what you think of the show. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Rate it and review us. And make sure to follow us on social media. Do you guys want to give a shout out to your social media, or do you guys want to be like?
Yeah, follow us on Instagram. So I am at Dakota Noot, NOOT, and he is at Caver83.
Thank you.
Yay.
You see how he's my manager.
Yeah. Follow us.
Yeah, get the following now.
Yeah, there's some really cool pictures of me at graduation that you should look at.
You should.
Yeah.
Because I
I
got
was
in
there.
trouble for it.
Did you really?
Well, technically, some people were like, "Why didn't you do a cap and gown?" I go, "I brought my own cap and gown,
Yeah.
and I bedazzled it."
But
That's what happened.
it's like fuck them, right? Because you're
Well,
out
I was
of
like,
there.
I'm out. I don't know what else I could do. I mean, I
Alien
knew-
spaceship coming down. That's what you need.
No, I needed Tilda Swinton to help me go through my last 2 years at
Oh,
grad
she would do
school.
your makeup.
She would have done my makeup for this.
We forgot to mention that.
I know that was a good
great.
I
scene.
That was
forgot
a
to
great
mention the makeup scene. Yeah.
I didn't think it was Tilda Swinton was
I was
good.
just like, oh, Tilda Swinton does makeup? Sure.
No, it's just
It's in
ridiculous.
the Don't Die?
It's in the trailer. You could see it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny, but like the whole sequence is really funny about that. That's how I woke up.
Yeah, she's staring at like a this model in a magazine that has the same makeup as like Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
then-
mean Mimi on first?
Ooh.
Anyway, sorry.
And you see the dead bodies with that same makeup, and she's like, "You look gorgeous."
Yeah,
Pretty
Ready
funny.
for the club.
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, that's the only good thing about that movie.
Nice. All right, so make sure to follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Stitcher, what are you talking about? YouTube channel or Twitter. Also, visit our website, moviemediapodcast.com. Thank you guys so much again. Until next time, please subscribe and follow and listen and share this episode with your friends and let them know about these amazing people on our show. Thank you guys. Until next time, goodbye.
See you later. 2, 3, 4.
We should have some pictures. Shout out to ASMR.